So this guy is the second time. This guy is just staying here. The story of the engine. So first I came out. He raved up. Like I was in the other room. I had to come here just because there's a road there. So he'll come. He'll rave. The moment I turned on the video, he stopped. I went back in. The moment I again started to do what I was doing, which is I'm trying to order something, again he started to rave. And now for past, in 2-3 days, there is no raving. It's all quiet. Even since morning, it was all quiet. But obviously, they want to make issue about this. So again, they started to rave. Well, it's not bothering me, but I just want to show you how these gang stalkers work and how they try to dictate and control. So, anyways, you see, the moment I start to record, they stopped. And I haven't finished what I was doing, so I might go back. And now they're giving me electric shock on the right side of my head. One electric shock on the right side of my head. Now, since past 3 days, I haven't made any videos on these torture, the physical torture they have been giving, and the manipulation of events they do, surrounding whoever is surrounding me. They do manipulation of events. For what purpose? One, synchronization. That always leads to super interrogation, as Dr. Richard Boylan says. And this synchronization for super interrogation happens only for two purposes: humiliation and slavery programming. That is the main reason. A lot of the times they do synchronizations just for synchronizations. There is no humiliation or slavery guilt associated with it. Sometimes it is only humiliation and only synchronizations. But most of the time, 90% or 95% of the time, it's usually slavery, humiliation, and guilt programming. And the people around me who act as NPCs, non-player characters, I see literally the spirit inside them. They take over the body of that, because these are the vessels. Whoever is near me right now, it's my in-laws and my hubby. They live with me, so they are the vessels right now. So the spirit inside them gets invoked, and the spirit will behave in a way to synchronize something either with my thoughts that I'm thinking. I didn't say to anybody, but the manipulation of events that they do leads to the synchronization of my thoughts. That is one thing. Then, in doing so, they will waste my time. They will talk illogically, and even their behavior will be like a total lash out. You know how these people who keeps making videos on chosen ones, all these YouTubers, they clearly say one thing, that the spirit inside them do not like the light that is in me. So they will show green on their face when they look at me, or they will have some kind of, they will lie on my face, they will or do all kind of manipulative behavior, or they will just show how they're not liking something, whatever. Yes, usually the truth that I'm speaking, they're not liking it. Or something along that line. There's some kind of negativity that they will show. And I have to continuously deal with that kind of illogical thinking, irrational thinking. And these people who kind of lash out at me for no reason. I'll just ask a question, and instead of answering with a calm mind, these people will lash out at me. And then these people, the Lisa Renee talks about the patriarchy and the violence, the domestic violence and all that, right? So what happens is, these people, when they lash out at me, they are trying to show the dominance. and to put me down all the time. But I understand it's the spirit inside them that is doing all this. I can clearly see how the spirit is controlling these people. And that is what Tanutsudan says, that, the matrix, these people, the spirit inside them is so bound. These people are so bound to the matrix, they cannot see through the realm, through the veil of the matrix, or how these spirits are controlling these people. So they are literally the devil's vessel. And I have to continuously deal with these kind of vessels. And I keep telling them, you're being used as, devil is using them. So rather than being on their side, why don't you wake up and do something that devil dislikes instead? But they do not understand. They just don't understand that they are being controlled by these Archons or Jinn demons, when they do witchcraft, and how they invoke these Jinn and demons, and they just ask these Jinn and demons to do something for these, to do something against me. So the manipulation of events, or lashing out at me, or showing the green on my face, or trying to, or speaking lie on my face. And because, I can discern the lies immediately. So how then they try to manipulate the events and all that. So because I see through the matrix, and because I have this discernment of who's lying, who's who, I can immediately see how these people are usually being controlled by these Jinn demons or Archons, whatever you want to say. So yeah. But since past 3 days, they have been calm. They have been a little lighter overall. Like when it comes to physical harm, the only thing they have been doing mainly is giving me these humming sounds in my ear and in my cranium, mostly at night, and mostly in the evening time. It really intensifies, and in the morning time. And of course, their virtual reality dream is still on. Everything plays like a movie. The moment I get up, it's like I'm drained and all that. And here and there, they have kept giving me electric shock, just like I said in this video. Here and there, they will keep giving me electric shock on the right side of my brain, or shooting little pain in the right side of my abdomen. But like I said, they have been quiet for past 3 days. So I haven't made video in past 3 days, but I've been very busy, mostly in the kitchen. So maybe they don't want to make issue about it. But yeah, I had helicopter activity just last night. I think even before that, the helicopter came. And usually, they want to make issue about dinner. Oh, why you cook this? Oh, why you didn't cook that? Oh, why you told your mother-in-law this? Like, like the same slavery programming along the same line. Humiliation, guilt, and slavery, same thing. So they will have these military helicopter pass right over my house. Right over my house they'll pass. And it's only usually during, like, after the dinner is done. So they want to make issue about something. But not all the time I understand why they did. But all I know is they wanted to make issue, and that is why they are flying right over my house. And yesterday I was just making my tea in the evening when they passed. But before that, I served them dinner, and I cooked dinner, I served them, and then I washed all the plates. All these things was done. I wiped the counter down, and that is when I was making my tea, that is when the helicopter passed. So I don't know, they want to make issue about the tea, or they want to make issue about some dinner I'd cooked, or the lunch that I'd cooked for I don't know. They want to make issue about something. Like I said, not all the time, because there are like 5-6 different things, that they could be making issue of. And I don't understand all the time. So, whatever. Like I said, it's their failure, right? Because they are, whatever purpose they made the plane fly to make a issue about what I was doing, that wasn't fulfilled. Their mission, that wasn't fulfilled. So, I don't know. I still don't know why the heck they flew. But this happened even just few days ago. They had this military helicopter pass, but I'm like, what? Like, what are you making issue about? Like, I understand that you have a problem with this, so what do? You have a problem with everything, in my life. So yeah, what the heck. But yeah, they want to waste their time, energy doing all this BS. They can keep doing it.